I've always questioned everything, from why is the sky blue to why is the grass green. I remember even as a kid walking up to my pastor and asking, why does the Bible say this, but you say this? And recently, my studies have taken me to what is EMF. We live in arguably the most connected society in all of human history. In seconds, a message can be sent to the other side of the planet, something our ancestors could have never even fathomed. But at what cost? We're connected 24/7, but disconnected from the world in front of us. Well, we could talk about the negative role technology has on our mental health all day, but today, let's talk about our physical health. What if this blessing and curse of connectivity through invisible waves is causing its own pandemic of health problems? Tech is advancing, but its users are getting sicker. Why? Is it a combination of issues, human advancement, or are our phones playing a role in killing us? Who, what, where, when, and why? Well, what is EMF? EMF is electromagnetic field radiation. It's measured on wavelengths and its intensities. It can be found in everything from electrical cords to wireless wavelengths from your Wi-Fi router and your cell phone. Where is EMF found? In your microwave, in your hair dryer, in your electrical cords, in the cell phone tower by your house, through your cell phones, Wi-Fi routers, the list goes on and on. If it has an electrical cord or a wireless signal, most likely it has some level of EMF and is exposing you to EMF radiation. Who is exposed? You, me, your dog, your aunt. Chances are if you live within 45 miles of a cell phone tower or electricity, you're exposed to EMF on a daily basis. Using your microwave, your hair dryer, anything with a plug. Now let's talk about radius. Bluetooth reaches up to 30 feet. Wi-Fi, hundreds of feet. And cell phone towers, up to 45 miles. So as you can see, we're constantly surrounded by these invisible wavelengths called EMF radiation. Later in this video, we're going to talk about the potential dangers of EMF radiation and exposure. That means your wireless headphones, your cell phone, your Wi-Fi router, all of these things and what you can do to mitigate the potential danger on your life. But right now, I just bought and unboxed an EMF detector, and we're going to walk around the house and see what all has EMF and how it literally is everywhere around us. It's even in the light bulbs! This is the microwave only plugged in. Now, my God. The Wi-Fi router right beside its antennas. So now that I've shown you that you're surrounded by EMF 24/7, you may be asking, Robert, is EMF hazardous? Well, the greater scientific community is unsure. There are many arguments among the scientific community on whether or not EMF, 5G, wireless headphones, if they're hazardous to us. And especially now that we're living in a world with 5G towers and wireless communications popping up everywhere around us, even now on our sidewalks, I raise the question, is this safe for us? Is this safe for our children? Is this safe for our pets? Is this safe to be around? Many of the scientific studies that I found that are pro-EMF exposure end their studies with, it is unlikely that EMF exposure will cause cellular damage. Are we as a people really going to put our faith in the word unlikely? A word that shows there is presence of a possibility. I'm not going to sit here and tell you not to trust the scientists. I know there are incredible scientists out there who make our lives easier and healthier and better every day. But what I will say is remember there was a time where the scientific community and doctors used to recommend smoking cigarettes.
For many men of medicine usually means just long enough to enjoy a cigarette. And because they know what a pleasure it is to smoke a mild, good-tasting cigarette.
And then it hit me. I Googled EMF and free radicals, and this was the first thing to pop up on Google. Exposure to EMF is known to increase free radical concentrates and traceability. So what does that mean? So what is a free radical? It's an unstable cell that causes oxidative stress in your body, which damages other cells, DNA. It makes a whole mess of the body. Here's a quick stop motion that I made to better explain free radicals. Here we have a healthy cell, living its best life without a care in the world. Then here in the red, we find the free radicals, coming to change the course of the once healthy cell's life. They begin to attack the cell and ultimately damage it, putting it in a state of what's called oxidative stress. So what all causes free radicals? Well, they can be formed naturally in your body, but we also have free will choice on if we're going to allow the progression of free radicals or the overabundance of them, or if we're going to mitigate the issues in our lives and lower our risk of the amount of free radicals in our body. So what are some of the things that cause free radicals? Processed foods, alcohol, smoking, pesticides, air pollutants, and what we found earlier, EMF radiation. They increase the production of free radicals and oxidative stress in the body too quickly, causing things like dementia, Alzheimer's, heart disease, heart failure, many types of cancer, infertility, renal failure, asthma, and a whole slew of other terrible diseases. So what can we do about this EMF radiation that's constantly surrounding us? Well, unfortunately, living in 2022 in this modern world, there's really no way to escape the EMF that's constantly surrounding us. But there is a way to mitigate your exposure in your home and as you're out and about in town. Here's my journey on discovering a free body in a world chained by EMF radiation. So welcome to this little vlog type thing. I'm actually on my way to Lowe's right now. I just read a study that said the snake plants, house plants, will absorb EMF. So I'm going there to buy one now, and I'm gonna put it beside my laptop and my desktop computer at home. And they're on sale. I've secured the prize. Another thing that I've started doing on this journey is I'm carrying around my camera bag with me. And when I'm not using my phone is going inside the bag and not in my pocket. And what I've realized is not only is this potentially keeping me safe from harmful EMF radiation, but it's also building two healthy habits in my life. The first one being I don't have access to my phone at any given second, which is meaning I'm more intentional with the people around me and more intentional in the world. And two, now I have a reason to have my camera bag with me at all moments that then will help me push out more content for all of the platforms that I've been given. Right at home. So one thing I've really been trying to do is get more in tune with nature. Getting outside, getting into fresh air, grounding when there's not sub-zero weather and snow on the ground. Joke's on me, I did ground. You're just continuing to build those negative ions and charge those negative ions in your body. Some more practicals that I've discovered to limit your exposure to EMF, especially in your house, is when you're not using the internet, when you're not using your computer or your phone, unplug the Wi-Fi router. It's small habits that you can form in your life that'll better your health and your loved one's health. Another thing you can do, throw out the microwave, get an air fryer, use the oven, use the stove, take it back to before we had ready-made meals in the freezer and just pop them in the microwave. One, you're forming a habit to start cooking and being intentional in the kitchen. And two, you're protecting yourselves from harmful radiation levels and EMF. For the guys out there, this one's pretty self-explanatory. Stop putting your laptop directly on your lap. Put it on a desk, put it on a table. You're lowering your risk of infertility. Put it on a table. Simple mitigation and simple habit forming, you are lowering your risk of infertility, of testicular cancer, of a whole slew of horrible things. So, you've taken practical steps to mitigate EMF radiation in your home. You've unplugged your router, you're putting your cell phone in a backpack, you're doing all these things to lower your exposure. What if there's something more you want to do? Well, if you want to take it to the step of purchasing things, one thing you can do is you can buy salt lamps for your house. There are scientists who are doing studies right now showing that the negative ions that the salt lamps charge are lowering the EMF radiation and exposure in your house. Another really cool company I found while I was sitting down to film and edit this video is a company called Lambs. Their products lower the risk of EMF radiation and exposure on your body by up to 99%. They sell hats, they sell t-shirts, they sell underwear, they sell pregnancy wraps, they sell socks, all with built-in technology in the fabrics to lower your risk of EMF radiation. They're blocking up to 99% of 5G, EMF radiation, Bluetooth signals, all of these things that we've discussed throughout this video that potentially and most likely are causing you harm. At the end of the day, don't just take my word for it or the first article you read in the newspaper, library, or Google. Do your own research. I challenge you to do your due diligence and fervently research EMF radiation, EMF exposure, and come to your own conclusion. Sound-minded conclusion. That means you're a free thinker. Thank you guys so much for sitting down and taking time out of your day to watch this video. I so much enjoyed filming this, and again, I'll be posting every Wednesday and Friday on topics of faith, health, and wellness. So be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell notification, because if you don't know me, the algorithm may never show me to you again. So please hit subscribe, do your own research, and leave in the comments what kind of content you would like to see from me next. What would you like me to talk about on Faith, Health, and Wellness? All links to any products I talked about will be in the description. Thank you so much. Do your research. Be a free thinker in this toxic world. God bless.